If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. So here I am back again. This time, I like to believe I actually have sound, which I did not have before. That's a very sad situation. Welcome to Epiphany Faith Politics. Hopefully, this time you can hear me. I just live streamed a whole live stream with no sound. The best thing ever. But here I am back again because I'm determined that it's not going to go down that way. And I realize that there are people on YouTube who are mean because somebody could have typed it down in my comments that I had no sound. No one said anything. They just logged in and logged off. It was just, can't hear anything, we're out. All right, so we're back at it again. You saw the title, The Democrats Are Burning Teslas. So it's kind of interesting when you think about it because Elon Musk was the darling of the Democrat Party. He was literally their hero who was saving the climate and the planet with his Teslas. Interestingly enough, how their values have gone out the window and they're burning the very thing that they praised just a little bit ago. So I just find that kind of interesting. In other news, Hunter Biden was seen running towards the burning Tesla saying, did somebody say smoke? So we are going to be reading a few articles, just kind of recapping on the current events happening right now. So Russia and Ukraine. We need a new crane for Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine are taking baby steps towards peace. In Saudi Arabia last week, Ukrainian and American delegates discussed a 30-day peace plan that Ukraine was ready to accept. Meetings left the ball in Russia's court, and President Putin acknowledged that the ceasefire idea is right, but questions remain about details and enforcement. President Trump and Putin had a chance to hammer out some details in a nearly 3-hour phone call yesterday. Putin agreed to end strikes on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, and the White House said negotiations for a Black Sea truce and permanent ceasefire will begin immediately in the Middle East. Negotiations may have a tall task. Ukraine wants security guarantees to prevent future invasions, while Russia says its key condition is ending all foreign military and intelligence assistance to Kyiv. So what is the Christian response? This is from the Pour Over, and they are a news outlet that resembles the same strategy or the same idea and theme as my channel. This is the mixture of faith and politics. So the Christian response is that Christians should be committed to praying for world leaders to be wise and to work towards peaceful resolutions while simultaneously placing our hope in God, not government. First of all, then I urge that petitions, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgiving be made for everyone, for kings and all those who are in authority, so that we may lead a tranquil and quiet life in all godliness and dignity. 1 Timothy 2:1-2. All right. Signed, sealed, and void. So President Trump is questioning some of former commander in thief Joe Biden's John Hancock's. Sunday, President Trump claimed that former President Biden's last-minute pardons of the J6 Select Committee, Dr. Fauci, several Biden family members, and others were void and vacant, alleging that they were signed using an auto pen without then President Biden's knowledge. But the question is, what has been within his knowledge? What knowledge has President Biden had? Okay, moving on. Auto pens, mechanical devices that mimic signatures, have been used by presidents since Truman, typically on documents of lower level importance like letters. In 2005, the DOJ's Office of Legal Counsel issued a memo saying auto pens could be used to sign bills into laws at the president's discretions. President Obama was the first to do so in 2011. Legal experts say revoking the pardons would be an uphill legal battle. The White House said President Trump was simply raising the point of concerns and questions should be directed at former Biden officials. What's the Christian response? Being peaceful, gentle, and open to reason in the face of political controversies is a sign of God's wisdom in us. Believing you're right is not an excuse to be harsh or condescending. They sounded a little anti-Trump on this platform, but anyway, but the wisdom from above is first pure, then peace-loving, gentle, compliant, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering without pretense. James 3:17. In other news, Israel and Hamas ceasefire is over. Maybe. Palestinian authorities reported that a wave of airstrikes killed hundreds across Gaza early Tuesday. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu said he ordered strikes because Hamas rejected an extension of the ceasefire's first phase in favor of phase 2. Hamas said that the strikes are a sentence for the hostages. Negotiators are trying to salvage the deal. And in other news, a legal battle brewing between the White House and the courts. A hearing was held Monday to examine whether the Trump administration defied a district court judge's order to stop the deportation of alleged Venezuelan gang members to El Salvador over the weekend. The DOJ largely refused to answer questions while the judge defended his authority. Expect SCOTUS to weigh in. We know that these are activists, Judge. We know that these Antifa people are behind the bench. So can we really trust what's going on with these judges? I don't necessarily know. So as we know, it's kind of interesting, like I said, that the Dems are cheering and chanting and happy that Teslas are being burned. The very car that they praise Elon Musk, saying that he was saving the planet and the climate, and now they're just cheering and happy that the Teslas are burning. It's a very interesting turn of events, how their values, their quote unquote, everything was climate change, how that just goes out the window when it comes to anything that is supporting our country, President Trump. The TDS is so strong on these people. They are just totally deranged. And so they don't care. Here it is that Trump is negotiating peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. And you would think that would be something to cheer and celebrate. No, they're just saying, we want war. We want war. We want more Ukrainians to not be anymore. So that's just interesting to me, the Democratic spin on things. And then Tim Walz is over here saying he gets a boost off of the Tesla stocks going down. But this is the same man that got a boost out of putting tampons in the boys' bathroom. So there you go. There's that. Selena Gomez is over here breaking down on the internet, boo-hooing and crying, talking about her people are being deported. We didn't know that Selena Gomez had so many illegal aliens in her family that's illegally crossing the border. I mean, come on, Selena, with all the money that you have, you would think that you would be able to help them get across the border legally. I'm just saying, I don't understand why she's breaking down and boo-hooing on the internet. And Elon brings home the astronauts, but the Dems are saying, nah, leave them up there. So that is all the news. In other news, we've seen DEI go bye-bye. Kamala Harris lost her race. She's out of here. Joy Reid's show goes off the air. She's out of here. That Jean Pierre lady that was the White House press secretary, she's out of here. And only thing we can say to all of these departures between Joy Reid, and the mayor in Chicago over there in Dalton, Tiffany Henyard, she lost her seat as mayor. So all these DEIs going bye-bye. I think Fannie Willis, whatever her fanny pack, she's on the hook now to testify in front of the legislator there in Georgia. So all these departures of DEI appointees and candidates, Fannie Willis, Tiffany Henyard, Joy Reid, Jean Pierre, whatever her name was, the Skittles lady. To all of them, only thing we want to say is na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Bye. See you later. Thanks for joining me on this live stream. Come back and join me next time. Thanks for watching.